Hey guys, it's Joe with OMNIA Guide, and today we're going to be doing a video that I've been wanting to do for some time, but just simply wasn't able to because we had Beach Bash 2 open for a while now, and we were able to open up the EX level stage, which is the level 100 version. That did come out a little less than a week ago, but only did by today we were able to see the EX Plus, the level 110 variant coming along today, and it's because we were able to reach the milestone of these gold tokens that we were able to get throughout our time with Beach Bash 2. And now that this is open, I want to go and try to do it. And it is a very, very tough one, I have to admit. The difficulty of the quest recently has risen quite significantly to a point where I enjoy the game a lot more with more challenges on the way. It's not, just put out your stronger character. You don't need to think about a couple of things and end up beating all the quests. But yeah, you do need to think a lot more about how you want to maneuver around these bosses that we will have on. And it starts right away from wave 1, where these iron worms can be very, very difficult to defeat without getting one of your members killed, specifically Rinoa with her very low HP and her consuming her HP just to do her angel wing HP attack. So you're gonna see most of these guys, the iron worms, do take most of their turn counts using group gravity spin, which is basically regenerating some of their bravery and just split that 3 ways into an HP damage AoE. And they do that over and over again, and their speed rate is actually quite fast, so that's gonna be a dangerous situation if you leave them alone. If you keep using just HP attacks with Rinoa with the angel wing on, you're gonna see a dead Rinoa very, very soon, so you don't want to be in that situation. And to cover for that, I did bring in Quistis as my go-to second character this time around, because I want to use Degen Whip from the first wave and not really use it on the 5th wave. A lot of people might be surprised by that, because usually what I do is I save the Degen Whips all 3 counts until the very last wave 5. But the reason I want to use it in wave 1 is that these continual this group gravity spin can be very, very annoying and will limit Rinoa from reaching her full potential starting from wave 1. So knowing that, we're going to use Rinoa, Quistis, and Lenna with Ifrit 30 to go in right away. And we're going to try to use a Rinoa support to add on to the damage at wave 5. Hopefully we have a decent Rinoa ready to go. Attack 108, max break 200 with attack 108, and 3 leader of the 4-style boost 2 stars. So this is a very, very good Rinoa, and very, very jealous of the artifacts that this person was able to get. But we will use this Rinoa and start right away and see what we can get. We want to get 330,000, the minimum cut line scoreline. That's the only cut line that you have to follow, because it's the EX Plus quest that is a level 110 version, which means that there's not going to be a higher threshold that you have to reach to get all the event rewards. You're just going to be getting a couple of tickets and be done for the day. So let's go and use Windbreaker on to B. We want to get the initial Brave down on both of these guys as fast as we can, but we want to start off with the buffs. That's always the first step in these battles. So we're going to use Laser Whip to get the debuff and get a little bit of boost going with the Max Brave and attack. The debuff boost all that Quistis does give out. We're going to start with Angel Wing, and since the group gravity spin isn't being procced by either of these guys, we can feel pretty safe on this turn to go right in and try to do some decent damage onto these guys. So we're going to start with Rapid Fire now, and try to use a Rapid Fire on the next turn to try to get the initial Brave down, being our next turn usage. So with this one, we're going to go with HP attack once again onto B. And we're going to start right away with Degen Whips with Quistis, and you're going to use it on A. So this will delay back a little bit so that this group gravity spin doesn't come as quickly. It's kind of the strategy here. You're going to use Rapid Fire Plus to get the initial Brave down on both of these guys. So that did a little bit of that. So we can see that A is still proccing up and getting ready to use that group gravity spin along with B. So we're going to use Degen Whip on A again, but for the meantime, we're going to try to kill off B as well. So we're going to use HP attack onto B. Actually, we can use Degen Whip on B and get this far away as much as we can. So for now, let's do a little bit less thinking and just gonna go with homing whip onto A. And I believe these next two group gravity spins will not kill Rinoa at 2900. That's what I'm hoping for. So that's 1500 damage, and the next one, as long as it's not something around the 4500 mark, yeah, we're gonna be fine. So the 3100 is gonna keep us pretty safe. So having that one less group gravity spin basically kept Rinoa alive on that scenario, so it's gonna be a good scenario for us to continue on here. We have Rinoa still alive and both of these guys very close to dying out. I think we can use another Degen Whip on A if we want to. So we're gonna go and use Angel Wing. It's a percentage deduction for Rinoa's skill, so we're not gonna worry too much about it, and we're gonna try to use it on A, and hopefully it kills off both A and B. It does, so we're very fortunate about that one. And starting off with this one, we need to refresh the Windrake Arrow buff onto Rinoa. So we're gonna use that to start things off. And we're gonna use HP attack again. And this is almost close to dying. So wave 2 is actually not that difficult. It has a very low HP count that you have to cut down in order to finish this one. You can use the Laser Whip again. This will proc the HP damage. And like I said, it's a pretty easy mini boss that we have. The real mini boss I think comes in wave 3 where the HP count is a lot higher. So for this one, let's use rapid fire. Hopefully this gets close to killing this off. It does, so 20,000 is good enough to finish off wave 2, and now we're at wave 3. I have to kind of worry about the middle of the pack. That's kind of the one that we have to destroy. I'm gonna start doing that by using HP attacks. And for this one, I think we're gonna have Brave Phoenix close to ready, but not quite yet. So we're gonna use Rapid Fire Plus once again. I'm trying to put all the damage onto B. With this now, we can do Homing Whip on B just to get it slower. Put a little bit of speed down on there. So that's another 26,000 damage on with that. We'll break Rinoa on that situation, but just gonna be a continual lunge, so will not be an HP attack. That's the only thing we want to avoid. We can do Angel Wing, then proc the Angel Wing Meteor, but I'm going to use HP attack one more time. Reason being, I think I'll be able to kill both of these guys off with one more HP attack. That's kind of my thinking. So it does 16,000 damage, and now I'm going to use the EX skill for Rinoa, Angel Wing Meteor, on the next turn to make sure I get all the damage on a single target damage rather than splitting it AoE. Same concept for Lenna, that I use Brave Phoenix onto B only. So we got that 27,000 not split up. And for this one, we can go with another Laser Whip, I guess. Yeah, I think it really doesn't matter. We don't really need to use Degen Whip. We're gonna have Angel Wing Meteor coming on this next turn count. So 31,000 in the first one, and about 24,000 for the next two. And we need to refresh once again on the Windrake Arrow. So we're gonna do that. Once again, break B. And we're pretty close to killing this off now, and we can use another Homing Whip to make sure we get closer to that. You know, a lot of people say that Quistis is only really good for the single target bosses, but you know, sometimes I feel like she's just so useful in many scenarios simply because of her debuff aura that she gives. So whenever an enemy is debuffed, all the other two characters, including Quistis, will get that attack and max brave boost as well. So always good to take advantage of those. And we'll start off with HP attack onto A. These guys can be very dangerous as well, knowing that they are final bosses. We have to keep our eyes peeled onto any dangerous situation that might come by. I'm gonna use Rapid Fire onto B. So B will get its turn off, and we'll get some buffs going. So that is a physical damage resist, but you know, we're gonna have two Rinoas coming through on this next turn count, so we're not gonna worry too much about it. Let's go and bring in our Rinoa now and try to do some decent damage with it while we can. Actually, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait a couple turns because I want to wait until Rinoa's turn runs out. Then bring in our friend Rinoa. I think that's gonna be the better thing to do. So let's use Degen Whip on A, just to get this far away. And with Lenna, we will have Brave Phoenix ready to go. And with Rinoa, pretty far away from her Angel Wing Meteor, but we're gonna just do HP attack onto B. And then that will be broken. A combo rush will continually attack down onto Lenna, and yeah, I think this is kind of when I want to bring in my friend Rinoa. Let's wait one more turn because we're going to have Quistis available before these guys take their next turn. So let's use another Degen Whip onto A once again. And we will bring in our friend Rinoa on this next turn count. Okay, so we're going to use Angel Wing for the very last time and attack with HP attack. And we have Quistis ready to go on her turn count, so let's use Rapid Fire, then bring in our friend Rinoa on the next turn and start to get some damage going. So we'll bring in Rinoa now and summon Ifrit simultaneously, and gonna use Angel Wing Meteor to try to get decent damage off. Just try to do that. So 34,000 to about 25,000 for the next two. And we will continually just spam these HP attacks with our Rinoa. And we will have to refresh on the Windrake Earl so that both of our Rinoas can get the can take advantage of the buffs there. And HP attack onto A. And Brave Phoenix. And we'll have another HP attack coming with our Rinoa. We'll go and use that onto B this time. So get some pretty decent buffs going for both of these guys, but we're not worried too much. These HP attacks will be able to break both of these guys. And for this one, let's try to use another Windrake Arrow, and it won't break A, but just to shave it down a little bit is what we're wanting. Okay, we'll see what happens now. Lightning Lash probably won't break either of our Rinoas, so we were good there. So we'll use Angel Wing Meteor now that it's ready to go. And I think that will kill off B. Should be able to. Actually kills off both of them, so I actually didn't catch how many turn counts that was when I defeated these bosses, but it seemed good enough that we can get that 330,000. 40 turn count is typically what you wanted. 36 actually? Wow, that was really, really fast. So that was a lot faster than what I typically wanted. So you want to reach around the 40 turn count. That's your safe mark if you want to get that 330,000. I actually got 36, 4 turns less than what I typically want, and that gave me a 403,000, which is a very, very good scoreline that I'm very happy with. So there you go. So with Quistis as my second character, using the Degen Whips in the very first wave to make sure that Group Gravity Spin doesn't come as often. It's kind of the big strategy that I want to share, and other battles is not as dangerous as long as you keep wave for the very final bosses at a pretty safe bravery level, unless they're gonna just do a straight up HP attack when one shot one of you guys. So definitely want to avoid that, but otherwise it is a lot more difficult quest, I have to admit, but much doable is what I want to, the kind of the message I want to send out there. So wave 1, you have to take that very, very seriously, because this Group Gravity Spin can be such a nuisance, and it really can kill off your Rinoa if you're not careful, or any of your main DPS that you're planning to go with. So yeah, so that's going to be doing it for me, guys. Once again, another video to show you guys that this game of Opera Omnia is getting a little bit more difficult, you know, step by step, and that's a good thing, because we have strong characters that we want to utilize. We have Rinoa, we have the likes of Cloud, and Tita's coming in pretty strong as well recently, and a lot of strong characters to utilize and take advantage of, and having these challenges along the way makes it an enjoyable experience altogether. So wave 1, wave 4, just take care of those and you should be pretty fine going with this, and I imagine that Quistis users can definitely utilize her for this quest as well. So hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, be sure to subscribe to Opera OMNIA Guide, and putting a like on this video would always be appreciated. And thank you guys once again for watching this video, and hope to see you in the next one. I'll see you then.